again really quick. So one of the things that you'll get the most out of the workshop when you're looking at any kind of training is what is your goal? Because if you have a goal, you'll know what you're missing. So an example, Jody, I'll just use you for an example. My goal is team leader, so I want to sponsor 2. If you don't have that goal, Jody, you're not going to know what you're missing. So if you put the goal there, by May 1st, I'm going to become a team leader. So then you look and go, so what do I need to do to become a team leader? So that's the first thing, guys, is the plan. What do you need to do? You have to understand what you need to do in order to make it happen. So if Jody realizes that, chooses her goal, that it's team leader, then she's going to look at, what do I need to do? I need to sponsor 2. Okay, how do I sponsor 2? Okay, do you need to back it up or something? Okay, so you have the goal selected. You're going to look at what you need to do. Because we're focused on sponsoring, what I want to do first of all is we are going to do a few things that really are important to the sponsoring, like how to time block it in, how to time block your schedule. But the one thing we're going to start with right away is do some skill set in regards to how to sponsor. Because would you agree that with sponsoring, many times you think, or you've seen this, it's either you or you've seen it or you've experienced it, you think you're sponsoring because maybe you're planting some seeds at a show, which is fantastic, but then you go to say to Karen, would you like to start? And they go, no. Do you think you're sponsoring? No. No. Because why? Do you know why that wouldn't be effective sponsoring? There's no right or wrong answer. What's that?
You haven't gone over the benefits.
Fantastic. You are asking them to make an uninformed decision. Go ahead, Lee.
You haven't planted the seeds for how exciting it can be. You haven't trained all along for it.
Yeah, that's a good point. And at the same time, maybe you did. Maybe throughout your show, you're planting seeds, which we're going to talk about as well. So at your show, you're planting seeds. At the same time, it literally is something that you need to, step 1, get the interview for. Okay? So you need an individual meeting with that person or an opportunity meeting where the information is going to be presented to them. And I'm going to show you a super simple way to present that today. I guess the bottom line with sponsoring is it is a matter of, are you doing the steps? Step 1, getting the interview. Step 2, doing the interview. And if interview sounds a little bit intimidating to you, it's simply giving them the information about Party Light. Enough information, because you don't want to give too little, you don't want to give too much. Enough information to make that happen. For them to make an informed decision of, does this meet my lifestyle? And number 3, and some of you talked about this, is how do you close them? Darlene, you spoke about that. You can get them, you can talk to them, and then it doesn't go anywhere. Sometimes it's that extra step. So what are some words that you can say that will help create that close? Does that sound like a good thing to go through, and does that meet your needs?
Yes.
Fantastic. What we're going to be doing today is I'll just get you to grab a partner. Don't move. Just make sure everybody has a partner, because what we're going to do is we're going to do some practicing. One of the things I find is, as consultants and leaders, so many times it happens in your head. You're thinking and you talk yourself right out of it. You need to practice the words. Now, I will share with you, enthusiasm is everything. If, in fact, you share with absolute enthusiasm and you say a lot of the wrong things per se, you'll probably get fantastic results. You can have the wrong attitude, say everything right, and you'll get no results. And it is that factual. Because an example would be, I go to a movie, and it's like the best movie. I went to, what was it called? Act of Valor. Anybody see that show? You guys, you have to see that show. It is absolutely fantastic. It made me laugh, it made me cry, it was just, it filled me right up. It was so incredible. So how many of you will go see that show? Yeah, it's awesome. Will you go see it? Okay, so you're just believing me. Okay, so I went and seen another show. I went to, what was that called? War Games or something?
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. And you know what? It sucked. Like it was, no, it didn't suck. It was a good show. You should go. Like, I think if you went to Hunger Games, you might really enjoy it. Okay, how many of you are going?
Sorry,
So much.
Okay.
So much.
You know the point.
Yeah.
Okay, big difference. And how many times, okay, so look at your goal and you think, how many times Do you go out, oh, there's a fantastic sale downtown at the Max, and you gotta go, and they're like, oh my gosh, okay. Oh my gosh, I've read this incredible book, it's so fantastic, you gotta read it. Okay. When's the last time you said, oh my gosh, Kathy, you need to look at Party Line, it's amazing. When's the last time you shared with enthusiasm of what, you guys make $53 an hour on average. Leaders make on average $20,000 a year, just a unit leader position. Team leaders get a $250,000. All right, well, $250 cash bonus now with Move Up. Team leader or unit leader, a $500 bonus. Senior unit leaders, a $1,500 cash bonus. Group leaders, $2,000 cash bonus, or maybe a little bit more, $2,000. Then $3,000 and $6,000 for a regional leader, and $9,000 for regional vice president, $12,000 for senior regional vice president. Oh my gosh, when's the last time you told people what you actually have to offer? Attitude is everything. So you can either go to the Hunger Games or you can go to Active Valor. It's so good. Which one are you going to go to?
Party night.
So I guess actually in saying all that, number one is your enthusiasm. What is your level? Getting the interview is fantastic, but there are steps to getting this. I'm going to actually undo my number 1, 2s, and 3s now. We're going to talk about, we're going to do this in a little bit of different order. Number 1, enthusiasm. So change your numbers there. Am I being enthusiastic? Because what I want you to do is take these points and check them each time you think you didn't do it, because there's things in this business that are going to fool you that it's not working, and I'll explain that in a minute. So enthusiastic, then you're going to get the interview, then you're going to do the interview, and then you're going to close the interview. Now that's not counting. There are other steps when it comes to, if you're at the show, we're going to add a step in there. Step number 2 becomes planting the seeds. Then step number 3 becomes getting the interview, okay? So I'm not doing maybe at the show right now, maybe I'm doing a phone call, okay? Sue, what I'll get you to do is about every, I'd say 8 minutes or so, you want to turn it off and start it again, just because if you don't do that, I can't upload it onto YouTube because I can only do under 9 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you. Or it's actually under 10, but that'll be easier. Okay, you can stop now, and we'll start again.